Meet Yarden. Yarden is ideologically vegan. The last time he ate meat was over 8 years ago. But his crave for meat has never stopped. Soon, Yarden may be able to eat meat once again. Ever since the agricultural revolution, the meat industry has become an inseparable part of the culture and economy of the human society. But we may be standing on the face of a breakthrough that cannot be overlooked. The demand for meat nowadays is as high as it has ever been. German Meat Atlas magazine claims that in 2011 alone, more than 60 billion chicken and 300 million cows were used in the meat industry. The outcomes of the meat industry are not only morally disputable, but also have a very large part of our ecological footstep upon the earth. Livestock are responsible for over 18% of greenhouse gas emission, 8% of drinkable water supply, and 30% of the available land on Earth. By August 5th, 2013, the first ever artificial burger was served, made completely out of meat grown in a lab. Even though the process was based on an existing scientific paradigm, the proof of concept of this experiment made headlines across the world. The process of cultivating meat involves taking a tiny sample tissue from a live animal and using proteins and growth enzymes that make the cells begin reproducing.
Today, several companies are racing to be the first one to launch a viable product to the market. Just 2 months ago, Memphis Meats announced it raised $22 million to further develop and research cultivated meat. One of their high-profile investors is no other than Bill Gates.
As much as a breakthrough as it is, diffusion into the market will not be simple. Researchers conducted investigative consumer responses to the idea of eating lab-grown meat and found that at first, people were disgusted by the idea, but when they were explained that cultivated meat can be healthier and even tastier than real meat, a great part of them were willing to give it a try.
It is possible to assume that early adopters will be vegetarians that miss the taste of real meat, just like Yarden. They might even try to encourage their friend to prefer the cultivated meat over the real one.
The outcomes of this revolution could be far-reaching. For example, many meat production companies who may be hurt by this may try to tackle the acceptance of the product in order to protect their interests. Also, a religion question may come in play: is cultivated meat kosher? In fact, moral, economic, ecologic, and demographic changes for the human society are in fact the driving forces for technological developments such as this, complying with Raymond Williams' social shaping theory. This is why it is doubtful if anyone will be able to stop this evolvement. Just imagine, in 10 years, the human species will be able to cultivate various types of delicious meat without causing any harm to animals or to the earth.